I am Kevin. Thank you for joining me again here on my channel. Tonight, what I'm talking to you about is 5 things that you can do that will help you stay on track with your goals. So I know many of you have already come up with your goal for the new year. And even if it's not a new year, this could be the middle of the year when you're seeing this. But whenever you make your goals, here's a few things that you can do to help you stay on track. Number 1, and probably one of the most important things, is to write it down. There's a number of studies that will tell you that you retain more of what you write down than what you just simply think about. Now, here's something interesting that I heard that I thought maybe would help you out. If we first met for the first time and you told me your name, I might have difficulty remembering your name, right? So the next time I see you, I'm trying to remember what it was. So here's something that will help you or help me explain this analogy. So I meet you for the first time, you tell me your name is Frank or Bob or Kevin or Nancy or whatever it is. And you tell me it, I have to use my brain to hear it and remember it. And that's one part of my brain. The second part of that, when I start to write down your name, is I'm actually using a second part of my brain, which helps me to transfer it from just a thought to a written format. And then third of all, what I'm doing is when I'm writing it, I'm actually reading it back to myself. So simply by the fact that I'm writing down your name is helping me use 3 parts of my brain rather than 1 if I had just listened to you and heard it once and that was it. Writing it down is also critical because, as I said, it really helps you to look at what you're doing and remember these things later. One of the things I like to use is something like this. It's a journal, okay? This one is called a progress journal. There's many different types out there, but it really helps you understand and write down what your goals are and make progress from there. Sometimes this one's a bit more detailed because if you open it up, and I can show this to you a little bit later, when you open it up, it's got a lot of different things that you can write in it to help you keep on track of your goals. But here's something else that I like to use, which is just another ordinary blank-lined, book. This one I got from Chapters, and I recommend Chapters or whatever bookstore you have that may have these types of journals. And I'll show this to you again as well, but it's got nice little wording on it, and I'm going to do a separate show over to the side on what this actually looks like. But it's got some nice inspirational wording on the front of it. This is one that I have, and this is another one that I have, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Number 2 is to set realistic timelines. I think we all have had the experience where we were rushing or we really wanted to see something that we wanted, a goal that we had set for ourselves. We wanted to see it come to fruition right as soon as we possibly can. The reality is, and one of the things I like to do is look at using the gym analogy or fitness, okay? Because it's probably the easiest one that we all can relate to. At some point in our lives, we either wanted to eat healthier, we wanted to go to the gym to either lose weight or gain muscle, or whatever the case might be. So the gym and fitness is always a good one that I like to use, okay? So if I said to you that I wanted to lose 10 pounds and I want to lose it in 3 weeks, that may or may not be actually realistic based on my lifestyle, okay? Now, as much as I want to get there in 3 weeks, it might actually take me 3 months. But there's nothing wrong with getting yourself there within 3 months rather than setting yourself up for failure and expecting that you're going to get it done in 3 weeks, okay? So setting realistic timelines and being honest with yourself based on your own lifestyle. So for example, for me, I've got a son, okay? And he keeps me busy and he keeps me running around. And as much as I want to go to the gym, I have responsibilities. So I can't go to the gym every single night. So if I decided I was going to go to the gym every night, I'm setting myself up for failure. So if I want to gain some weight, put on some muscle, I'm going to take a little longer duration of period of time because I have responsibilities that I can't just give up in order to get there. That might not apply to you, but whatever it is in your own personal life, set realistic timelines. Number 3, have an accountability partner. Now, to me, this is super critical. And I'm probably going to get myself in trouble by saying this, but I'm going to say it anyways. Sometimes your accountability partner is not the person that's closest to you. And that's not said as any disrespect. Look at any entrepreneur, and I would dare you to ask them, the people that supported them the most sometimes were the people that were not in their own family. Now, you may be fortunate enough to have someone within your family who believes in you so much that they block out all the, I know you won't do it, I know your tendencies, I know how you are. Get away from that. It could be a friend, it could be someone at work, it could be someone that you've met in a chat group for all I care. What you need to do is have someone who's not going to judge you or discourage you from reaching your goals because they know you all that well. So taking a step back and meeting someone or having someone that sometimes isn't as close to you as you think they should be, naturally you might feel like I'm going to have my spouse or my sister or my brother or whoever the case might be, they may or may not be the right person for you. So an accountability partner is someone who you can honestly know will call you on your BS. So if you're messing up, they're going to tell you that. They're not just going to say, you know what? Oh, well, you're kind of, lazy or this or that. Don't worry about that. Number 4, create a roadmap. Now stop and think about this for a second. We're going to go back to the analogy of wanting to get into a better fitness lifestyle. And we'll talk about weight loss because, again, that's always something that people want to do. Look better, feel better, etc. So if I said to you, I want to lose 10 pounds in the next 5 months, that's a pretty wide range of time. It gives me a lot of room to wiggle with, but there's no roadmap. It's easy to say, I want to lose 10 pounds, but the question is, how are you going to lose 10 pounds? Okay. So what I want to do and what I want to make sure that I'm doing is I'm going to set out when I'm going to do certain things. This is going to turn into my 5th point, which is celebrate your wins. Now, this is how number 4 and number 5 tie together. When I create a roadmap and I say, I want to lose 10 pounds over the period of 5 months, the question is, how much weight do I want to lose in the first month? I know the end goal is 5 months away, but what do I want to do in a month? And so instead of looking and setting myself up and, okay, I'm going to clear out the fridge, start a new diet, I'm going to buy all kinds of nutritional stuff and all kinds of vitamins, start with the little things and celebrate those little things. So for example, if I decide I want to lose, as I said, 10 pounds in 5 months, I should celebrate that I've lost 3 pounds in the first month. Don't wait for the 5th month before you celebrate and say, you know what, great for me, I've lost that 10 pounds. So as you start to create a roadmap to say, here are my milestones. So after week 1, I hope to be around this point, week 3, this point, so on and so forth, up until the 5th month. And as you hit those milestones, celebrate it. Now, celebrate it could mean get yourself an extra piece of cake. It could mean taking a week off the gym. It could be anything that you want it to be, but celebrate the quick wins.